It took me my life. I had a breakup, and before the breakup I didn't write a lot. So it was nice that I finally was able to write a lot. I really wrote a lot of songs. It's a very cliché thing to write about the breakups, and it helps you to make sense out of everything. I mean, I think music is there to make a soundtrack of all the chaos of your life. Sometimes it's evaluation, sometimes it's already guiding you towards the future. I wrote a lot of it at home, but also with friends, which was a first for me to involve friends to help me writing. But I also traveled a lot on my own. I have great memories of sitting somewhere in the south with your laptop open and writing some lyrics or trying out some stuff. It was super important that it sounded like a soundtrack. It's pretty cinematographic music, so it needed to be done right. Of course, the influences are a bit, you know, French, Italian cinema. The Belgian way of making music is a bit stealing from everywhere. So in a way, it is a very Belgian record. Can you please drive me to point of no return? I didn't listen to a lot of music, except, for example, I had this Roy Orbison playlist on Spotify, like Radio Roy Orbison. There's all these cheesy breakup songs, and it really is a wax to your soul if you hear all those legends sing about their broken hearts. There was a big comfort in there that gave me some extra confidence to write my own story. And I think I'm mentioning Roy Orbison, for example, because as a kid I thought like nothing rock and roll about that guy, but actually he's one of the most rock and roll guys there are, I think, now. And I mean, modern stuff actually not even interesting for the lyrics, but like Krung Bing or Salt. It's this sort of universe that is also a bit represented in my album. Sort of stepping away from a laptop and a more analog vibe, but there are tons of influences. I mean, I'm always influenced. When I go to the grocery store and there's the new Beyoncé, I'm like, cool. Like a glitch, like a frozen frame. I wrote 3 albums with Balthazar, who were a bit indie and violence and you know, being a band, really. It's not mainly an evolution, it's mainly you write as a reaction to what you did before. Just the situation was different. So I wanted to make a sort of album on my laptop with all my synthesizers, very solitary, very much on my own. This is a side of me that I haven't explored before. This time it was totally different because I felt emotionally completely disconnected. The whole album is a bit an evaluation of who am I as a person, trying to find some self-love in it, and it won't happen if I totally make something new again. I mean, as a kid I played the violin, so it was really important that there was violin on it, so I would accept the kid I was back then. Like, you can join. It's all a bit self-acceptance. So that's why there's so much difference between the sounds of the album. But I don't care too much. Next time, maybe techno, I don't know. We'll see. Contigo means with you in Spanish. I'm fully aware that Contigo is a bit of a dangerous term to use because it's got a lot of cheesiness in it, and there's Enrique Iglesias and tons of others who have it as a title. I think cheesiness is there because you use cliche stuff, and a breakup is very cliche, and a cliche exists because it's something everyone goes through and it's very human. I used it a lot as a sort of backing vocal thing to have you know, the Contigo. But it also makes sense because this album are 10 monologues towards my ex. It's about the time we had together, and now it's the last time I sing about those things. So it's sort of goodbye in a paradoxical word. Actually, the fact that it's such a dangerous word to use, I like it. You have to be fearless in a way. I'm not afraid anymore to just try it out. That's how music goes, that's how lyrics go. yeah, it's a fun adventure in a way.